Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. What is going on over Australia? Now, I've got two clips to show you today. Something's happening over Australia. I was going through emails tonight, checking footage like I always do, and the two pieces of video I'm about to show you were captured by two separate sources, and these UFOs were sighted, the same objects, over 1,000 kilometers apart. The first sighting is in Melbourne, Australia, and the second sighting is in a small country town called Lightning Ridge, which is about 12 hours away, driving time, from Melbourne. And both sources have captured these two strange lights, this pair of lights in the sky that will at times disappear, will change color and brightness, but will just sit in the sky. That's for sure in both clips, so I was stunned when I got the second clip showing the same two objects. So check this out from Melbourne, just sent over to me tonight.
No, it's not. When I was here though, it was moving a bit. But it was brighter, like the one at the bottom was a lot brighter. You know what I mean? Like, now it's gonna dim down. Yeah, let's see. What stars do that, man? See what I mean? It's gone. See?
It's not on the screen.
No, it's not there. I can't even see it anymore. It's gone. There you go. I told you what I tell you. What I tell you? See?
Alright, mister.
There you go. That was a UFO right there. No shit, man. It just disappears.
Alright, so captured in Melbourne, Australia, and was sent to me just a few hours ago, so this just happened. Now, here is the second piece of footage from the source in Lightning Ridge, over 1,000 kilometers away, once again showing these two objects in the sky. So check this out.
Now the second light appeared, guys. Now it's flashing. What is this? There's the houses across the street. Now there's only one light, guys, again. But as I zoom in on my phone, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S7, and I'm standing on my front veranda. Now my car's coming home, guys. Looks like I'm going for a drive. I'm going to pause it.
Alright, so amazing stuff. What is happening? What is this object or objects over Australia? Both of the sources who recorded these said that at first they may have thought it was a meteor entering the atmosphere, a star, but it soon became clear once these objects began disappearing. As you saw in the footage, on the first piece, the Melbourne footage, you're seeing the two lights in the sky. The bottom light is much brighter. It's glowing. It's glowing with sort of a bluish hue. And later in the video, the glow around this object diminishes. And finally, at the end of the video, the object completely disappears, leaving the object at the top completely by itself. Or is it? And the same thing happens in the second piece of video from Lightning Ridge. So something's happening over Australia. If you're from the country, be sure to send me over your footage if you haven't. These were emailed over to me by Mr. Gerardo Thomas and Oz McBride. 12 hours apart, over 1,000 kilometers, as you're seeing in the Google map here, from these two towns. And I definitely think that we can rule out these being drones. I mean, this object was filmed in two separate places that, again, are 1,000 kilometers apart within the span of about an hour or two. They were each filmed. So how can the same object be in two separate places? Furthermore, how can these objects move at such a high rate of speed as to get over 1,000 kilometers away and be sighted again? It can't happen. Not with any conventional aircraft. At least not any that look like this. These are not planes. This is something else. So, again, big thanks to the sources. This is ongoing, and we have multiple people seeing the same object. What's scary is that we got two pieces of video, and just the sheer distance between the two sightings is what's crazy about this. So, let me know what you guys think. Now, here's another strange video that was sent to me by a viewer who was in a hospital in Harlem visiting his wife, saw an object hovering near a passing plane. So check this out.
I get my refund check in time for my birthday.
Look at this thing in the sky. See that black dot?
That's like a balloon.
Alright, so again, the viewer was recording out of the window of a hospital in Harlem, New York City, and he sent me this video along with a few pictures, and he said that there were actually multiple objects. You're seeing from this image here, you can see these two little dark objects and then the passing plane. And he said these things were big, way too big to be balloons, and they definitely are. When you're watching the video, I mean, even when he zoomed all the way out, you can see one of the objects. It's very large. And when he zooms in, we get a better view of it, and it does seem to just be hovering there, which is very strange that it would be that close to a passing plane. There's definitely safety concerns there. So, hopefully, what I'm hoping is that we'll have someone from this plane possibly have seen this and caught video of it. So again, big thanks to the source in Harlem. What do you guys think? What could these two objects be? And this reminds me of the piece of video we posted to you guys yesterday of two similar dark objects that were seen hovering in the sky over the UK. So, big thanks to Mr. Joseph Brooks for sending this over. Again, source said this was a circular object flying over top of this passing airplane. And, another piece of strange footage. So many objects in our skies, it's baffling. So, on to a few strange images that were emailed over to me, and I want you guys to stay tuned because I want to talk about some recent space discoveries, some things we found on Mars, as well as this new, quote, alien interview video that's now circulating around the web. But first, I want you to check out this image here, taken of the Los Angeles skyline. The source said that he captured this from the Griffith Observatory on July 13th, and he looked at the photo afterwards, and he noticed this strange object to the right of the screen here, and as we zoom in, it definitely does not look like anything conventional, and you can actually see some 3 dimensions to this. And it has this sort of elongated shape, cylinder, cigar, whatever you want to call it. And apparently he saw this object, he snapped a picture of it, and he watched it as it moved slowly through the sky, keeping this cylindrical shape to it. So this isn't any sort of motion blur or anything like that. This is actually what the object looked like as it moved through the skies over Los Angeles. So let me know what you guys think about that. Now, here's a new image that was sent in showing some more of these strange, almost cut out holes in the clouds. If you remember, we've talked about this in countless videos, been getting a lot of pictures and video of these strange clouds, some of which will have objects moving about within them, some don't. But one thing is for sure, these massive holes in the clouds are being punched out by something. Now, whether it's something we can see or cannot see, that's the question, but we can see the evidence of something there. And this was captured over Pretoria, South Africa. Now, this is actually something I've seen. There's a lot of strange things happening over South Africa, and we've gotten a lot of these strange cloud images from South Africa, showing these strange holes that look like they were punched out by something pretty large. So, big thanks to Laef Merwe. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, out of South Africa. Now, the last image I want to show you is sort of a strange anomaly found in a new Mars rover photograph. Now, I will put the link to this down in the video description. You can check it out, but I got an email from a viewer who was looking over some recent rover images, and he captured what he described as what looked sort of like a tank or some sort of weapon perched up on the side of these rocks, on the side of this mountain here. And he also pointed out what looked like sort of a strange gargoyle-type statue, and it does look like a statue sitting directly beneath this strange, it almost looks like the barrel of a rifle coming out of the end of this thing. So here's the image, and you can already see the elongated object sticking out of the side of these rocks here. And let's go ahead and zoom in, give you a better shot. And this is the highest resolution version that we've been able to find online. But look at this elongated object, just kind of sticking out of the edge of these rocks here, and look below it. This definitely does look, and I'm not being crazy here. You guys know that I rarely post Mars images because they're, everybody will scream pareidolia, you're just seeing things in the rocks, but this is strange. And we've seen these sort of turret-looking objects before on Mars. They do look like machine guns. Here's another image of one of these strange turrets we will find just sort of mounted in the middle of nowhere on Mars, where they'll stick out like a sore thumb and they look like they've been placed there. Now, could these be ancient ruins? Yes, they could. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that Mars was at once just like Earth. It was wiped out, and we have found what look like monoliths. We know we found monoliths, statues, and other structures that look like possible ancient ruins that weren't completely destroyed like the rest of the planet. And here is another side view of what sort of these gargoyle-type statues look like. And you'll see them perched on the top and the corners of skyscrapers in New York. A lot of older buildings have them. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Again, I wish I could get a much better up-close shot, and hopefully the rover will get closer to whatever this thing is. But it does look strange, and it did get my attention as well as the viewer who sent it in. So let me know what you guys think. Download the image yourself and try to get a better look. Now, lastly, I want to give you guys a heads up about this video. I'll post a link to it down below if you haven't seen it yet. But there is a new video that's hitting the web of a purported alien interview, supposedly captured at Area 51 in the year 1964. Now, I have watched the video, and I mean, it's 99% likely a CGI fake. But the message in the video is what I want you guys to check it out for, because the message is very true. Now, apparently this alien's name was EBE-3, and he was supposedly held captive for 5 days. And we have this interview here where he is asking the alien questions, and in return, the alien gives us some sort of scary warnings. But again, check out this video. It's really, really cool nonetheless, and beautiful CGI work. But still, the message of it is very true in my opinion, and well, you guys can check it out for yourself after you watch this video. So let me know what you guys think about all of these sightings, crazy things happening over Australia. Please send me more info and footage if you guys see these things, and we will follow it up very soon. So hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you back soon with much more. Stay safe, guys.